Greetings, Virgo. Here's your weekly for December 26th through about January 1st. I'm super annoyed right now, but I'm chilling. You know, the video cut off, so we're just gonna recap some messages and continue from there. This will be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, so stay tuned to see if any of these messages resonate with you. They could also resonate from the aspect of the cross watcher, so just make sure that you're taking things as they apply to your situation. It's all love and light here. There's no need to try to make anything fit that is not of you, but you can also check any of your other alignments, your planetary alignments that I have videos for on YouTube. Maybe you can get your insight through that. You know, if you're a Virgo ascendant, you don't get your message here, but you are a Taurus sun or a Libra moon. Feel free to watch the Taurus or Libra videos, things like that. If you're unfamiliar with how to gain insights with these placements, there are a lot of great calculators out there, astrological calculators. The one that I like to use, it kind of breaks everything down pretty clearly, is Cafe Astrology's natal chart. So all you will need is the hour and minute of your birth. I would say do the name, of course, anyways, even though I believe that's optional, and then your city of birth, okay? Now to get into the reading, we have Athena here, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. We have that paired with the magician and the devil and the 5 of coins below. In an energy of what they want to say to you, this person that is coming into your life, we have the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So a quick recap is basically just talking about how, when it comes to matters of love in the heart, many of you are very afraid, I think, to move towards a connection that the universe has been trying to bring you that is very, very sound, You're protecting yourself, you're guarding yourself, and you have this wall up, okay? And you're looking out towards your desires and what you want, a situation that you want to manifest into a beautiful love, okay? You want it, but I don't feel like you're acting on it as much, and the person of interest is actually mirroring you in that. It seems like it's a situation of 2 individuals not necessarily listening to the guidance that they've been given. Their intuitive message relaying, and also I guess just like the spirit itself as it's trying to communicate with you through animal symbolism. We have an owl here which represents knowledge and wisdom, but I also feel as though it's telling me that you maybe have been trying to be communicated with animals. If any of you have been restless lately with this eclipse energy, I'm gonna tell you, it's been big for clearing. One of the things that has been important is for people to clear out the things that they don't need so they can make room for things to come in. It's the only way. There's no way I can bring new furniture into this home until I get rid of the old fucking furniture, unless I'm gonna stack furniture, and if I'm stacking old and new, it ain't gonna be cute, okay? And it's also gonna be very, very cluttered. So we know that. And many of you, especially those of you who are mirroring this individual, I think, really have to let go of the past, and it's been hard. People may have come back wanting to spend time with you, see you as far as exes or past lovers are concerned. And I think until you really clear out that energy, again, what you want with this new individual in your life isn't going to properly manifest. If you think also that, and like I said, they're mirroring, so they may have their ex in their life too, and both of you are just kind of doing the whole poker face situation, being stoic, not communicating openly like you desire to and how you should, so on and so forth. If you think this person doesn't know that you have been entertaining other people or just things outside of this connection, you're wrong. Granted, they know how you feel. Granted, they, love you, they adore you, and they know that, hey, I guess if they haven't stepped up to the plate to give you what you need, you're ever so much deserving of that. Like, I think this person's really logical about that. But at the same time, it does kind of sadden them that, you can't be the one that they can truly have in that way. But I think it's because you see that they still have loose ends to tie up. And it's about 2 people really, really having to let go of the past and lose that constructive fear that exists to move on towards something new and beautiful. I pointed out the difference between like the Magician and the Fool that I feel tied with these cards would have bring in some of the same energy, whereas though the Magician it's kind of just going out on a limb and there's not much knowledge. They may have everything that they need for a new beginning, but not so much so to the point where, you know, it's just that figure it out mentality. Like, we're just gonna go with it, and I'm just gonna trust, and I'm gonna trust. Here, it's kind of like taking the alchemy into your own hands with the Magician, because you do have all of the tools, knowledge, and insight, and, you know, and that's where the inner wisdom comes into play. You have all the answers, you have everything, you are the alchemist, you are the Magician, so there's no need to feel like you're stepping off on the edge of a cliff and it's just so scary. Like, there's no need to feel that way. I feel as though one of the things, again, that is holding you from this person is definitely, you know, past romance, like I said, that's come back with the Devil and the Five of Cups, whereas you may have felt that it was a missed opportunity or rejection in the past, or you were left out in the cold and whatnot. By this person coming back, it may have stirred feelings of wanting to see what it was about, because you know how it ended. And even though you're mostly over it, you might have fallen, you know, just a little weak a few times, and there, you know, there might have been pretty heavy communication with them. Some of you maybe have, of course, slept with them, whatever. But, you know, there's still that tie to your ex, because what hasn't been healed is that wound of abandonment. So as they try to come back for a real strong way, or as they're still doing so for the holidays, it's been a big distraction, because you're like, well, if the tables have turned, then maybe, you know, I can entertain it, or, you know, and that's just for some of you, just to see what's up, just because you're not allowing yourself to really hone in on what your heart desires. Like, you know, the answer is there. And I can tell you, it's the person of forward motion. It's the person that's new, that's come in. Others of you, you know, or, you know, groups of both. This could be both, you know. You could fit this, what I just said or what I'm about to say. You know, many of you, I feel, because of the things that you did experience in past relationships and kind of just what you've allowed yourself to hold on to and build up on that karmic plate, you don't want to be hurt again, and you don't want to make investments that will lead you to be hurt again. Okay? Lovers are also represented in the Devil card. So we have matters of the heart right here. You know? And I think you may be tied to thinking that things aren't going to work out, or just having them be over before they start, or just, you know, this whole independent attitude of just, you know, because they can see through your facade. And it's in a way that they don't want to take advantage of you. And I know you can see through theirs. You know, it's a very interesting mirroring, I'm telling you. But it's two people who love each other. I just think that constructs of the past may be holding one person or the other back, you know. But it's not going to be the same, and you know that. But it's just at the point where it's really going to be a test to see if you're willing to put yourself out there and really go for it. You know, what this person wants to tell you is that you inspire them. They find you to be such a beautiful being, and they want to connect hearts with you, okay? They see you as someone who's very caring, very loving, very giving, and part of them may not feel as though they can live up to it, but they try to become a better person every day until, you know, an offer may be made. They just hope that you shall receive it in a very emotionally balanced, you know, state or light, okay? They want to know that you're balanced. I feel like whoever's going to make the move first, it will be this person when they know how centered you've become. And again, with them tying up loose ends too, they're basically out of the door with this person. They are. And it won't be long, loves. It won't be long, Virgos, before that's just something you don't even have to worry about. But you don't have to wait for them to do that for you too, because this is still all about your journey in your life. And I can guarantee that the universe is wanting you to remove all communication with a past person, because If at the drop of a dime, this new person you have around removes them, because if you think they don't know, like, I don't know if I said this, I know I said it in the previous recording. If you think they don't know what you got going on, they do. Okay? They do. But they definitely want to make you an offer. They just want to know that you shall receive it. You wonder if they even love you, you know, just, they do. Completion. Bottom of the deck. We got abundance. And we're gonna pull 3 cards for you, Virgo. King of Coins, Ace of Wands, and the Lovers. This is really great for both of you. This will be one of the hardest love lessons ever. Laying to rest the energy of this relationship here. The past relationship. There are things you have to close out and make peace with. Some of you have not been able to move on because of a loved one that you've lost that has, you know, your energy's kind of been stuck on that as well. So, you know, it's been very, very hard for you. How dare you go out on me, fool? But, and, you know, this individual is actually guiding you towards your abundance. So let go and forgive yourself of certain things that you need to, for the few to whom that's for, and allow yourself to move on in love. If you've lost someone who's close to you and it's very hard, some of you could have actually been a partner. And that's the energy that you're having to break away from, is the hurt and the pain of not having them here or around. And they want to bless this union for you. There's one thing there's so many messages here, but there's one thing I really love about this abundance card. When we talk about mirroring and people wanting the same thing, but it may be, you know, unapparent to the other, and just how, you know, you're going about it and everything. You see the separation here. And these two people, you can say, are looking through the same drain at different times, or these could be different entrances to say where they lift this, they begin digging into the ground, into the earth, and finding this chest of gold where, you know, the abundance lies. And these two are very unaware of each other as they're going for the same thing. And that's reflective of not knowing that the other person is literally on the same track or same path that you're on, wants the same things that you do, want that same one thing with you. Okay? So there's a strong sexual connection that's already to be noted with the Ace of Wands and the Lovers. But I'm sensing that this person, you know, beyond that sexual attraction, like this, that's almost, you know, just nothing to them. Like, they see you as so much more than that. This individual wants to take care of you. One of the things they could be getting together is their money and their finances, just to make sure that they can pull any amount of weight that they need to. I keep getting, are you serious? They want to know that you're serious. Because, you know, this person actually, as much as y'all mirror, might be leaving behind or giving up more than you are in certain ways. And I don't think they've ever been so ready to risk it all as they are now. And they just need to know. Funny thing is, as long as you two stay open, and keep working on yourselves and clearing out the old karmic energy, you know, so to speak, and removing people from your life that need to go, or energy associated with people from your life. So you can allow it in, like it's going to naturally happen. We see you come out of this devil energy, that lover's devil energy, into a pure, yeah, we're just gonna put that right there. Y'all don't need to see that. But yeah, you're coming out of that into something that's very much leading to a strong commitment, a long-standing relationship where you can really, really be there for this person and see them in true for who they are, learn about their perfections, their imperfections. The new year is going to bring you opportunity to really get to know someone inside and out. And all I can say is let go of the past. Forgive yourself, remove these exes, move through hurt if you've lost someone. Some of you may have lost a child as well. And if this person wants a family with you, that's what's made it, another thing that's just made it so hard is you're just wondering what all you can go through again. But remember, those limiting ideas aren't what define you. How you grow from your experiences define you, Virgo. Give this love a shot. Bye-bye.